For the past 6 weeks, we've been bringing you stories of local students who've overcome incredible odds on their way to college.
This morning, ABC 6 News anchor Betsy Singer introduces us to Angalee Morrow. Hear how she's made it through loss and family drug problems to finally earn her high school diploma.
The bright lights and excitement of Las Vegas, Nevada. This is where Angalee Morrow's journey begins.
And out there you have like a lot of crimes and shootings and robberies, and it's pretty much what everyone talks about, gambling.
At the tender age of 4, Angalee's life as she knew it was about to change course.
When I turned 4 is when my dad had passed away.
With her mom and her 4 siblings, they moved in with a loving grandmother.
So when we moved in with her, it was probably like the best thing ever. Like, we got a great connection. She taught us how to swim. We had late nights where we would go in her room and she would just get us like a 5-gallon bucket of ice cream, and we just watch movies and eat ice cream, and it was a joy.
And at the young age of 8, Angalee once again lost her stable life when she lost her grandmother.
It's like just your rock is taken from you, like everything, and like life was just taken.
Her mother eventually met and married Angalee's stepfather.
He was everything that you hope for as a dad, and he was very helpful and took on 5 kids. Like, I don't know how a person can just do that.
But what Angalee expected to be a turn for the better was anything but.
My parents got into some trouble and just started doing meth. Like, at first I like threw it away and I was like, you know, it's not true. It's not true. They're not doing it. And then when it would become like the long nights where they would just be out scrapping and trying to get any kind of money, that's when you kind of just, it hits you like, what's going on?
By the time Angalee was in middle school, she had moved around Nevada several times, lost 2 very important people in her life, and was in the midst of moving into what most of us would consider the unimaginable.
When my mom told us that we had lost the house and we didn't have anywhere to go, my sister was dating this guy at the time, and his mom owned like this, you can't even call it like a house, and it was 2 like semi-truck, like the trailer ends put together. No running water, no electricity. When my mom had had enough, she would like call me, like me and my sister sometimes, and she would be like, oh, if you don't get us a bag and da-da-da-da, then me and my dad are just gonna end it, and you know. And it wasn't easy to hear that. I kind of just gave up. I just didn't care. I honestly didn't, and I know that's terrible to say because she is my mother and you only get one. But I just gave up on her.
At the lowest point in life, when many kids her age would run toward drugs, alcohol, or suicide, Angalee ran a different direction.
I decided like just to move forward, and I started doing sports. And sports were like everything in my life. Like, I don't know what I would do without them.
By the time she was in high school, the law caught up with her parents' drug use. Her stepdad was arrested, and again, with nowhere to turn, her mom's decision was to leave. She left her stepdad, and they moved to Minnesota. And that's what brought her here to Rochester. She started her senior year at Rochester Off-Campus School, and from the very first day, one teacher saw something in Angalee that was different than other students.
Angalee happened to start her first day of school was the day we were running testing.
So that one has to match.
She put in the kind of effort I had never seen before, and I've been conducting these now, I think, for 6 years.
What could happen if?
We ask our students to give us their best effort, and she did that plus 50% more. That's the thing that really struck me.
I wasn't going to let what my parents did destroy me, even though it hurt really bad inside, and at times I wanted to. I wasn't going to let it.
And now the relationship with her mother, who has been sober now for 3 years, is back on the right track. Her stepdad is back in her life and back together with her mom. And her future is looking brighter than ever.
I'm finally getting my high school diploma after 2 years of dropping out and not going back, and I'm gonna become something. I know I am.